Now again, to the Introduction to 3D Modeling and Printing course. In the previous video, we inserted again the cog, but we did the measurements a little bit wrong, so I will insert again the big cog, and then we'll continue with the smaller one. So let's make a quick recap. So we went to add-ins, we went to spur gear, we clicked run. And what was very important was to put here the right dimension. So what we'll do here, we will, okay, we have some errors because here cannot be 0, so 0.9, we'll put the module like this. The number of teeth was correct, 60. The thickness as well here, let's see it. So thickness 6.3. The inner circle 7.1, and the diameter 54. This is the right dimension, not 55. We click OK, and we have our gear. Wonderful. Let's put it in place with a line. I will select center, and then I'll put it here. Perfect. And now let's create the second one. So I will go again to add-ins, spur gear. I will click run. And what is important is to keep in place all the other parameters, but here are the number of teeth needed. So let's count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll put here 11, and the pitch diameter will automatically be updated. But don't forget, we need to put the height, but I already measured the thickness of the gear, which is 8.3. And what it interests me is the hole diameter, which is 5, which is enough. Good, but we don't modify anything else, so the teeth of the gears will go together. Now we'll have our new gear. I will close the comments, and I will go to align, and I will put it here. And let's see. I will go to the reciprocating saw, and what I can actually do is to find in browser the cogs. So small spur gear and large spur gear, and look from a top view. I will also rename the sketches. Measure the big spur gear. Perfect, I will hide it, I don't need it. And let's see if they match. So what I need to do is to rotate a little bit, but they match perfectly, just because we use the same options as before. But what we need to do is to move this one a little bit down, like that, and this one a little bit up. Perfect. I will actually extrude it, I will capture the position, and I will make on the same level. My bad, at the same level with this. Perfect. Wonderful. So what I need to do now is to assemble them as build joint. Of course, the motion should be a revolute joint, like this. Perfect. Assemble as build joint, and this is the X. Wonderful. And now, so they will move together, we need to create a motion link. So I'll go to motion link, and I need to make them rotate perfectly. So how I do that? I need to know the measurement of the big cog and the measurement of the small one. And as I remember, the big one is 54, and the small one is, if I'm not wrong, I don't remember. So I will go back to add-ins, spur gear, and I have my last dimension, 9.9. Okay, so I will go to calculator, 54 divided by 9.9, and it's 5.45 and so on. I will copy this one, I will cancel, I will create the motion link, and I will put one here, 5.45 and so on here. And as you can see, my gears are working fine. Perfect. So when the big gear makes 1 degree, this one makes 5.4 degrees. So I calculate this ratio by dividing the dimension of the big gear to the small gear. I will click OK. And now if we test this, it works perfectly. But let's don't forget that the big cog needs to be modified. So it has some spaces here that are missing, so the other part is fitting in. But don't worry, we'll do that in the next video. So for now, let's save, add gears, and make motion link, and see you into the next videos.